Alright guys, so we're entering La Jolla, and like I said, I'm heading to La Jolla Cove, and to show you guys my limited edition Panerai Luminor Marina La Jolla Boutique Edition. It's a little bit cloudy. We are gonna get a little bit of rain tomorrow, so you know, let's see how it looks. It's still beautiful, one of my favorite spots in San Diego. So let's go ahead and drive towards La Jolla Cove so I can show you guys why I want to shoot a video on this particular area. Let's go. All right, so we're coming down La Jolla Cove. If you guys ever visit La Jolla, make sure you check out the cave. You can access the cave that goes down to the cove from this store here, just so you know. And also a little heads up, when you go into this area, you are gonna get a little bit of a smell. That is mainly because seals and the birds are down here. So again, this is nature we're talking about. All right, so let's go ahead and walk down the area that I wanna show you guys. What a beauty, right guys? As a San Diego native, this never gets old. Come here almost every weekend. Alright, so follow me and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright guys, so we finally made it to the spot where I wanted to show you guys where my Panerai Luminor Marina got its inspiration from. This is one of my best spots in La Jolla, California. This little spot here. I know right now I may not seem like it because it's kind of overcast and it's gloomy, but when the sun is hitting it, it's one of the most beautiful spots you're going to find in California. It's a gorgeous spot, and this is where Panerai decided to get their inspiration and put it in the back of this Luminor Marina. For you guys that don't know, unless you're a Panerista, Panerai always has a boutique edition watch where they engrave the back of the watch with a particular landmark depending on where it was created, whether it was Italy, France, any part of Europe, California, you name it, right? So this boutique opened back in 2012. They decided to make a special watch for this boutique edition, limited to only, I think it's about 80. I gotta double check on that, I forgot, sorry. But they decided to create this watch, engrave it with this landmark. And I'm going to show you how beautiful and how detailed it is. Right? It's something that it really blew me away when I first saw it. Right? For you, it might be, for some, it might be like just a regular engraving. For me, it's a work of art. Watches are a work of art in general, but to be able to have something that you know is back here that represents a special part of your hometown, it means a lot to me, guys. So let's go ahead and take a look and let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and put the watch side by side so you can see what I'm talking about and get a better look on the details. This is an exact engraving on this particular area of La Jolla. You can see the palm trees, you can see the ocean, the waves, you can see the seals, you can see the vegetation. You can see the stairs going up. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom out. Absolutely beautiful, and it gives you an idea in the sense of why Panerai chose this area to engrave crave this limited edition Panerai Luminor Marina. This one is 66 out of 75 were made. Yes, I am showing the serial number, guys. I doubt somebody's gonna try to duplicate this one or make it a fake one. If they do, good for them. They can match this. Here's a better look. I'm gonna try to hold it as still as possible so you can enjoy this and appreciate this beautiful artwork. I always see watches, I always see timepieces as a work of art in your wrist, something you can actually wear on your wrist, right? I think that Panerai nailed it with this limited edition La Jolla Boutique. Panerai is one of those brands that it seems that you're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. It's not for everybody. It is big, it is stocky. It's flashy, but it's not flashy at the same time, you know what I mean, right? It's flashy because it's got the big crown guard, a big massive case, massive alligator straps, Arabic numerals with a very nice amount of lume. But at the same time, it's not flashy because nowadays Panerais are as much as Rolexes. So I guess the concept is that people that buy Panerais are people that don't really care about the Rolex prestige, right? They want to be more low-key, more subtle. They know what they have, and that's what they care about. They don't care what people think, and that is true. If you're not a watch person, you don't know what Panerai is. You have no idea. You think it's probably some kind of Amazon watch. It's big, it's flashy, you know, bulky, unique. While the Rolex, we all know that everybody knows what that brand stands for or what it is. So oftentimes, Panerai comes out as the low-key rich guy's watch. And I say that because one thing you gotta notice when you go to any area like La Jolla where there's a lot of wealthy people, they seem to prefer Panerais as their daily watch. Notice I say daily, not as their #1 watch, right? Again, love it or hate it, it's a beautiful watch. Let me hold it still a little bit because I've been moving it a lot. It's a beautiful watch. And this particular one, I want to show you guys something pretty cool on the dial. As I zoom in, you're going to see the torpedo, which is carrying 2 frogmen. Now, frogmen were special ops, Italian special ops, similar to Navy SEALs. Their jobs in World War II was to strap torpedoes in the bottom of ships and sink them. These guys were badass. These guys rode torpedoes like bicycles, man. Imagine that in the middle of the night, in the dark, on a stealth mission when everything could have gone wrong. These guys rode torpedoes to blow up ships. These were badass men, guys. Look up, when you have a chance, go to Google and look up Italian frogmen, and you see what I'm talking about. So this limited edition, they decided to add on the case the torpedo with the frogman, which is a very nice, unique feature that not many Panerais have. It just adds to the mystery on this watch, if that makes sense. When I first passed by the Panerai boutique here in La Jolla, it caught my attention right away. The way the boutique is designed, the way it looks inside. They have a giant glass shaped like the actual case where you can see the watchmakers, the watch technicians work on the Panerais. I love the way that store looks. So I went in there, and that's when my wife and I decided to buy ourselves His and Hers Panerais. And this was on my wrist. It got many, many wrist hours for a long time. And I get a lot of looks. I get a lot of shout outs from watch enthusiasts that know what I'm wearing. But what I love the most on this one is this, right? It has yet another story to tell. I love sharing it. with people when I've taken it off sometimes at restaurants when they talk about my watch, and I want to show them that it's not just a regular Panerai Luminor. It's a boutique edition from one of my favorite spots in San Diego. Now here are my thoughts on the Panerai. Once again, I'll say it over and over again, right? If you want to buy a watch because you want something that's going to hold its value, that maybe one day you want to sell it to get you out of a bad situation or what have you, this is not the watch for you. The Panerai does depreciate a lot. You can probably get one in the gray market for a lot cheaper than new. If you were to buy a brand new one, it starts like at 8,000 and it goes all the way to 30, 40,000, right? Depending on the model. I would say the average one will be 10,000. Now, if you are willing to wait at the Rolex AD for 2, 3, 4 years, you can probably get a Submariner for the same price, which is going to go up in price, right? So financially speaking, the Submariner makes sense. But if you want to buy a watch just for its character, for its uniqueness, for its heritage, for the story that it has, then Panerai takes it, in my opinion. This case is undeniably recognizable from 20, 30 feet away with this crown guard. So obviously, as a guy that owns a couple of Submariners and other brands, when it comes to dive watches, this is one of my favorite, for sure. Now, this is a legitimate dive watch with 300 meters of water resistance. Now, as you know, Panerai does have their submersible edition, which is a true dive watch, many compared to like the Rolex with the bezel. So you can time your oxygen capacity or your time underneath the water. This was mainly meant for special missions. These guys knew they were going to go there maybe 30 minutes in and out, so they didn't really care about timing their oxygen tanks. So I think that's what the main difference is. If there's more that I don't know, feel free to comment on the comments. But have it, guys. I wanted to make this video to show you guys what this watch means, why I bought it, to show you how beautiful it is, and to share a little bit of the story on this watch. Now, the main reason why we bought this watch, when my wife and I bought the his and hers, was that we wanted to buy something for ourselves different than just buying like a anniversary ring or a trip to Europe or whatever. When you live here, it's really hard to travel in the world, all over the world, right? Because you have this beauty. So for me, traveling is like black. So we wanted to spend our money in something that we can wear forever, that we can pass down to our children. But it had to be something that was meaningful, something that meant something to us. And this area here, I can't even tell you how many times I come here to meditate. I come here when I'm happy. I come here when I'm sad. I come here when I face adversity or troubles or in blissfulness. So, and no matter what mood I am, I come here because it's just a beautiful spot. The sunsets here are amazing. So when we came to La Jolla and we spoke to Gracie and we said, hey, at CJ Charles, I said, hey, I want to get a watch, for my wife and I, something meaningful. I wanted something that I wanted custom engraved in the back. So my wife and I were gonna engrave them with something special. So when Gracie brought this watch out and says, hey, I got something for you. Now I appreciate it a lot because that's what a salesperson does, right? That's what a real sales associate does for their customers. They know the customer needs, there's something that's gonna be meaningful and special to them. So Gracie comes out and says, hey, one of our VIP customers bought a boutique edition, limited edition Panerai back when we first opened up the boutique. And he ended up trading it in, and for something else. And we just got it. I think this is great for you, and being that you're a great customer of ours, we're gonna go ahead and sell it to you. She brought it out. I fell in love with it right away. So when she turned it around, she goes, hey JP, no need to engrave it. Look at this. And when I saw this, oh my God, it absolutely really put a smile on my face. And I told her in a second, I'll take it. I'll take it. Sign me up, right? Invoice me right now. Because I had what I wanted, a special engraving without engraving it, my custom words, rather with the actual spot where I've been multiple times for multiple reasons. To cry, to laugh, to celebrate, to mourn. So that's the story behind this Panerai, guys. Every watch needs a story, and this is one of the best stories that I can share with you guys on why it was so important to buy this watch that represents my hometown. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a little tour of the La Jolla Panerai boutique. I want to introduce you to Gracie and hopefully the staff if they're available, just so you can have an idea on how it looks from the inside. If your state or country does not have a Panerai boutique, it's pretty cool inside. It's very unique. It's very badass, pretty much. So let's go ahead and take a look. Going up the stairs, take a shortcut. This will lead us to the CJ Charles flagship of authorized dealers. It's a little bit of workout, I'll tell you that. Almost there, guys. Almost there. I see the light. A few more feet over there and we'll see it. There's a Panerai authorized dealer, the Panerai boutique right next to the IWC. We got the Omega, JLC. All of these authorized dealers are part of the CJ Charles flagship of authorized dealers here in San Diego, California, La Jolla. So if you're looking to buy any watch, come check them out. Ask for Gracie and she'll take care of you. All right, let's go ahead and take a tour inside the Panerai boutique. All right, guys, so we made it. This is the Panerai boutique here in La Jolla, California. So let's go ahead and take a look and show you guys the inside of it. Let's go. All right, guys. So this is the inside of the Panerai boutique. As you can see, they have a bunch of military stuff like special forces. That right there is pretty cool. They have the watch mech here, the technicians in the back working on the Panerai, so doing the service and all that good stuff. Bunch of beautiful artwork. They have like the Panerai loom. It's pretty cool. It literally matches the actual loom. I'll show you guys later on how my Panerai looks in the dark, and it's identical to that. So they got it pretty spot on. Here's all a bunch of straps you can buy. They have every single Panerai you can think of. This one here is extremely beautiful. The good thing about these watches is that, you know, they don't lose their essence, right? They don't lose the shape, size, the shape. You can tell it's a Panerai with the crown guard. Yet they can do a skeleton version. It looks amazing. They got this one with the bioceramic, I think they call it. Submersible. So Gracie is not in today, but I'll introduce you to her later on, another time. But again, I want to show you guys how beautiful it is. And here is your technician doing his thing. It's so cool, it's just beautiful. We got here the diver or the frogman, probably. Once again, guys, if you guys are in La Jolla in San Diego, California, and you're looking to buy a new Panerai, come check them out. Any watch in general. They have everything, as I showed you. They have Panerai, JLC, IWC, Omega, Cartier, Breitling, and they have every used pre-owned watch you can think of, from Rolex to Patek Philippe to AP to whatever you're looking for. But if it is a Panerai, come check them out. Yes, you can go and find different watches online and on eBay or whatever, but nothing beats buying a watch from the actual authorized dealer. Obviously, guys, like with every other watch out there, there's a lot of counterfeits out there. Counterfeits are getting very good at their counterfeits. You buy one from a place that you don't know where it came from, you might be getting a counterfeit one. Buying it from here, not only do you buy it from the best, you know it's a real watch, and you know you're getting a high-end quality watch with the best possible service while you build a relationship with your sales rep, in this case, me and Gracie. Oh look, this is the torpedo I was showing you guys. That's the torpedo that I was showing you guys earlier that is in my dial. This is what the frogmen used to ride. So cool, isn't it? I can't believe that actual men rode on these like bicycles to blow up ships. So awesome. This is how the loom looks on my Panerai Luminor Marina. As you can see, the loom is very clear, very crisp. It almost looks like it has an actual flashlight underneath, right? You can even see the second dial, the seconds. In my opinion, I think it's a little bit better than the Rolex loom, but I guess it's just my opinion. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And again, if you guys are looking to buy a watch, come check them out. I thank you for your support in my, my new channel. Once again, like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. See you guys next time.